Hi. Dolly and my RV7 is being built in Michigan. We took the top cowl home to Florida for the winter, having the idea of making a plenum and a hidden oil inspection door while we're there. The van's top cowl comes with a recessed area intended to be the door location. I cast the fiberglass door in this area between layers of saran wrap. The first cast was 2 layers, and it was too thin and flexible. The next casting was 7 layers. It was stiff, but too thick to fit down into the cowl recess. 4 layers flexed, but was the perfect thickness. Lantour Soric fabric is flexible, lightweight, and is 2 or 3 millimeters thick. It's used as a middle layer in composite fiberglass panels. I made a test panel of Soric with 2 layers of fiberglass on each side. I believe it'll make an excellent stiff oil door. The door we made has 2 outer and 3 inner layers of fiberglass surrounding 1 layer of 2 millimeter thick Soric. The door is 5 by 5 inches square with rounded corners. Its edges overlap the 4 3/4 inch square cowl recessed opening. Our shop facilities in Florida are very limited. I decided to bite the bullet and buy a hidden oil door hinge rather than fabricate one like I would have done if we were in Michigan. The cowl half of the hidden hinge was mounted first. It was placed on an epoxy cotton flocks pad so the hinge eyes are up off the surface of the cowl. The hinge line is also located about 3/4 of an inch back from the edge of the cowl opening. That allows the opened oil door to not hit the outside surface of the cowl and scratch the paint. Next, the hinge is assembled and the door taped in place while the hinge is bedded into a flocks mix on the door. The hinge mounts were then reinforced with several layers of wet fiberglass. Also note here the hinge spring and the set screw locked collet that retains the hinge pin. The collet is an airplane hobby model item. The spring can become a serious projectile when the pin is pulled. I cover it with a folded towel and pull the pin with pliers. The area around the door and below the apex of the cowl surface was filled with an epoxy microlite fillet. Microlite is a West Marine product. Vinyl electrical tape was stretched along the edge of the door as a mold release for the first layer of fillet. The door was painted with polyvinyl alcohol mold release for subsequent layers. 5 applications were needed to achieve a door cowl joint that for the most part is undetectable by our fingers. Dolly and I have admired VAF Chief Pilot Brad Benson's hidden oil door latch. It is activated by a pull cable. Brad's pull cable extends back to the right side air inlet of his plane. I wanted to try something different, a magnetic latch. It couldn't work like a typical cabinet latch that has a handle on the outside. It works by bringing a magnetic key close to the door. I've wanted a 3D printer ever since I first heard about them. MakerBot sent me a sample printed part about 5 years ago. The magnetic latch was the trigger that supported the rationale to buy a printer now. This would not have happened if the EAA had not arranged for members to have student copies of the SolidWorks CAD software. Our magnetic latch required a month-long session of design, printing, testing, and tweaking in ABS blue filament. The prototype was tested for spring and magnet performance on the 7-layer fiberglass door. From there, it went to nylon on the hinged and faired cowl oil door. I ordered small compression springs from McMaster Carr. Niobium magnets, which have a 10-pound pull, came from CMS Magnets in Texas. A serious concern is the door must stay latched in the windstream of the aircraft on a vibrating engine cowl. Positive latching is vital. Though not yet demonstrated on the airplane, I believe that can be achieved. The latch has a pressed-fit tubular brass bearing. A brass wire axle has set screw fixed collets on each end. The latch is secured to the door in an epoxy flux bed with fiberglass layered over the mounting tabs. A small protrusion on the upper front of the latch prevents the spring from pushing the latch too far forward. West Marine sells a small flashlight with a strong magnet at its base. It should be ideal for opening the oil door and inspecting the aft engine during pre-flight. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it.